Tell me about yourself. My name is Youngjin Jung. I go to Temple University with entrepreneurship major. I had a very different childhood from the most children my age. When I was 8 years old, I moved with my family to China, which at the time wasn't as developed as it today. As for myself, in the second grade at the International School of Tianjin, I always hang out with different countries' friends that I became extroverted until today. Therefore, when was elementary to high school, I did a captain in every sports team. When I became a captain, I learned many things that what leadership have to do. Moreover, every day my father spoke about his business, the rates of the currency between South Korea and China, the national and the international stock market, the various methods of conducting business. These were topics of conversations that surrounding me almost daily when I was a childhood. From this influence, I have been one of my habits to read or watch news most of the time a week. Since I came to Temple University, I started to read Wall Street journals, which helps me to know American business and stock. Tell me about significant accomplishment in your life. At 16, I accomplished to sew my old clothing. Those my first business ventures, which years later had brought me to read extensively about business. Before that, I was a fattest in my classroom, and one day I went to the shopping mall to buy clothes. So I went to one store just for looking. But the worker said, "None of the clothes will fit on you, so could you get out from the store?" I was extremely shocked. I was extremely shocked that I decided to lose my weight. Therefore, I went to the gym every 5 hours a day. The shock took me a month to get rid of my mind, and I lost 45 pounds. From there, I started to sell my clothes. Before I had to sell my clothes that had become big for me, I thought about the people who could be my targets. Naturally, there were people who would fit into the clothes. But the real issue was how to market my products, how to safety my potential customer, how to make my wares seem appealing. Therefore, I offer my merchandise at a good price, sometimes even give 2-for-1 offer. After I earned the money from the clothes, I bought clothes to my parents, and it was first time to give a gift to them. Tell me about what you learned in class. In HRM, Human Resource Management in class, there are 2 topics that help when I get into company. First one is transformation leadership. There are 4 major transformation leadership, which is individualized considerations, intellectual simulation, idealized influence, inspirational motivation. Second is decision making. Decision making is cognitive, emotional, and inner psychological progress involving thought, feeling, and inner logical functioning that result is making a judgment or choosing from alternatives. Making decisions includes 6 tasks. First is collecting information related to dilemma, programs, or opportunities. Second, relating to and considering this information. Third is incorporating emotional response and possible choice with the information about the choices. Fourth, evaluating alternatives using logic, reasoning, and emotions or intuitions. Fifth, reacting and responding to risk and uncertainty. Finally, making a judgment or choosing a course of action. Thank you.